Hey y'all, so I have another life update for you. I debated about whether or not I want to share this, but I guess in the spirit of my channel, I want to share everything about being a software engineer and things like that, and this life event sort of is part of that category of being a software engineer. So on the day that I'm releasing this, it's my last day at Rancher Labs, and it's a really bittersweet announcement because I am so grateful for Rancher for have given me the opportunity to get into not only containers and Kubernetes and Go, but also into the open source world. I am so privileged and lucky to have had my first job as a software engineer within open source. And I'm really happy that, in the future I'm able to point out contributions that I've made to the Rancher product. I remember in the first month when I joined Rancher, I knew nothing about containers or Kubernetes. I didn't work with Go in a professional setting before, so all of that was really awesome for them to have, mentored me and coached me through a lot of pull requests relating to that. So I'm so grateful for my time there. The reason that I'm leaving Rancher is nothing due to the company itself, and I'll link an article down below written by Ashley McNamara when she left Pivotal for Microsoft that I think summarizes a lot of my feelings in a general sense. I won't go more into detail because it was more of a personal choice to leave Rancher, again, unrelated to the company. But I think you should read your article because it's really awesome. So with that, I'm really excited to announce that I am joining HEPTIO and I'll be moving to Seattle, which is also super exciting. I've always wanted to live there at some point in my life, and I'll get to do that. So my first day at HEPTIO will be December 1st. And it's funny because my first day is 2 days before KubeCon, which I will also be attending. So definitely catch me at KubeCon. I'll be speaking there. Which is another thing that I'm really appreciative about Rancher is that they gave me the opportunity to go out and speak despite just starting my career so recently. Yeah, and I'm super excited. So I guess I can also tell you about joining HEPTIO and my interview process in terms of who else I was speaking to. Again, this is in the spirit of talking about myself and the decisions that I've made. So at the time I was also speaking to Microsoft about the Cloud Developer Advocate team, and I think there was a lot of feelings surrounding both, one, leaving Rancher, and two, either being a developer advocate or continuing with HEPTIO as a software engineer. So first off, I'll speak upon leaving Rancher. I don't think a lot of people talk about this, but there is so much guilt that I sort of inflicted upon myself about leaving an employer that there was no animosity that I felt. I didn't have any hard feelings. I think it would have been a lot easier to leave Rancher, if they were a terrible employer, which they're not. And there's a lot of guilt surrounding leaving your employer, and not only that, but interviewing while you're still employed. So I just wanted to touch upon that really quickly and address that. And the other thing was I had gotten offers from both Microsoft for the Cloud Developer Advocate team as well as HEPTIO for software engineering, and that decision process was also guilt-ridden, and also I felt like I was having an existential crisis because I was do I want to, remain in software engineering, or do I want to join a developer advocacy role? So for developer advocacy, my game plan was if I was going to take that offer, what I was going to do is spend the bulk of my time contributing to upstream Kubernetes. And the role is super open-ended, so I would have still been able to, do software engineering things and contribute to the community and go to a lot of conferences and stuff. And again, it's super open-ended. You could craft your job however you want. And also, the team is so amazing. A lot of people that I admire a lot of women that I admire especially are on that team, that like I followed on Twitter for a really long time and that have made so many contributions to the Kubernetes and containers and Go community that I really admire. So it was really heartbroken to have turned that offer down. So I guess I'll speak upon why I decided to join HEPTIO. So again, the reason why I would have joined the Cloud Developer Advocate team was essentially to be able to contribute to upstream communities and then, you know, do public speaking about that. And I guess like I thought about whether I really want to spend the bulk of my time contributing to upstream communities or join HEPTIO and sort of like join their initiative of making Kubernetes easier to use. And I ended up deciding on the latter because I feel like in upstream communities right now, there's a lot of really smart and intelligent people working on hard problems and making Kubernetes better with each new release and things like that. So I thought there's a lot of smart people there already, like what can I contribute to the community? And I felt like the space that I really want to contribute was basically working on tools on top of Kubernetes that would make it easier to use, basically HEPTIO's mantra, or I forget the term, but it's like their like company sort of initiative. And there's also a lot of really smart people at HEPTIO as well. So Joe Beta, Craig, two out of the 4 co-founders of Kubernetes. There's Dave Cheney, Kevin Stewart. There's a lot of folks on the Kubernetes steering committees, a lot of folks from Red Hat and Etsy, and you know, there's just folks from all different companies, Adobe, Google, all bringing in their, you know, wide range of experience to work on a product to really make Kubernetes easier to use. And I guess that initiative like really resonated with me in the sense of like, I think that is where I can make the greatest impact. And I'm so excited for my next move. And yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I should speak upon. But I think that's it. Definitely catch me at KubeCon in December. My first day again at HEPTIO will be December 1st. This next month, I think what I'll be concentrating on is moving. A lot of, you know, logistical things about moving that I do not look forward to, so that'll be fun. But I am excited to move to Seattle. I'm also excited to see family during Thanksgiving. And the funny thing is I was like talking to a few friends, I was like debating whether or not I wanted to do a road trip up to Seattle or like if I wanted to spend my time doing other things. But I think honestly I'm just gonna spend my time reading books and catching up on things that I've like meant to read. I really want to make a dent on the Linux book that I bought recently, and I really want to understand more of like the plumbing of like Linux operating systems, so just like nerdy things. Also, I think what else I'll do is like in my 1 month off is just sort of like start batching videos. I really want to spend more time on my YouTube channel and like creating content and things like that. That's been kind of difficult with a full-time job, and it will be still difficult with HEPTIO, so it's more of like how I need to start figuring out how to like, you know, prioritize my time, and like finding ways to not feel so tired after work and like, you know, working out and things like that. But I mean, I think that's to be expected and just like things that I have to work on my own time. Let's see. So I think something else that would be really cool is to try to get to 1,000 subscribers for my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, please do subscribe. I'll definitely produce more content about Kubernetes, containers, Go, general, you know, non-technical software engineering things that I'm excited about as well, or even non-software engineering related, whatever is my channel, I can do whatever I want. And yeah, that's just sort of my life update. I'm so excited to be joining HEPTIO. I'm so excited to continue my journey in the Kubernetes community. And while I'm very sad to leave Rancher, I'm sure that the team will be coming out with a lot more awesome features and products. in the months and years to come. So yeah, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, write a comment, connect, whatever, blah. I'll see you next time on my next video. Thank y'all. Bye!